Okay, welcome to Grade 11 Accounting. In this video, we want to look at the preparation for bank reconciliation segment. That's question one of that question paper, and it reads: start the information taken from the accounting records of Sahara Traders. Complete the following instructions. So, on the first part of scope 1.1.1, it reads: complete the bank account in the general ledger by making the necessary entries directly into the bank account. And then we've got note folios are not required. So, very important to take notes. So, we are going to start on the preparation of the bank account. So, if we come to our answer section, you see that we are having our bank account. And obviously, we are going to start with the opening balance that bank account. So if you come here, you see that this is our general ledger of Sahara Traders, whereby we have our bank account. So obviously, you're going to start with the opening balance, and you know that our opening balance can be on the debit side or the credit side. So we can go back to the question to see what is the question saying about the opening balance. So if you come at the beginning of the information that we are given, we can go down to see what we have in terms of the information that we are given at the beginning of the question. So if you come here on information, it is the bookkeeper from Sahara Traders compared the bank statements are received from FNB during November 2021 with the October 2021 bank reconciliation statement and the cash journals for November 2021. It found the following differences. So on first information is saying the bank account in the general ledger showed an unfavorable provision of balance of 9,228 rands, while the bank statement showed an unfavorable balance of 60,768 rands in 30th November 2021. So what does it mean? We are concerned about the opening balance of the bank account, remember? So the bank account in the general ledger showed an unfavorable. So this is a hint that we are given that it's unfavorable. Remember, when it's unfavorable, it should be a balance BT on the credit side of the bank account. When it's favorable, we are going to see it on the debit side. So in this case, we've got an unfavorable, which we are going to put on the credit side is our balance BT, which is 9,228. So obviously, we are now going to put our balance B, our balance BT on the credit side. So we go to the credit side. That's where we're going to have our balance at the beginning. So we are just going to say balance on the credit side. So on our balance, we've got 9,228, so we've got 9,228. So if you come back to our person, we are now going to pick entries or errors that affected the bank account, and then we correct those errors. But we have to take note that what is on the debit side of the bank account should correspond with what we are having on the credit side bank statement. Remember, the bank account balance in our ledger should be the same with the bank statement balance, because what is being recorded in the bank is the same that will be that should be recorded in our books in the bank account in the ledger. So whenever there's a difference between the bank account balance at the end of the period and the bank statement balance at the end of the period, that's where we're required to prepare a bank reconciliation whereby we are reconciling the balance of the bank statement and the balance of the bank account. So let's take note. So what we are saying is if you are having your bank statements, let's say this is your bank statement, and then we also have your bank account. So what we are saying is what is entered on the, if we put 100 here on the debit side of the bank statement, it should appear as 100 on the bank account in the ledger. So this is what we have. So what we be having here on the debit side of the bank statement should be the same with what we are having on the credit side of the bank account. The opposite is true. What is on the credit side, let's say you put 200 on the credit side of the bank statement, you should see that 200 again appearing on the bank account on the debit side. So when these entries are on only one account, maybe we are saying on the bank statement, that's where we're seeing 100 only. It means we are supposed to go to the credit side of the bank account, it's updated and put that 100 so that the interest becomes the same. So this is the same that we are going to do here. So if you come for the second part of the question, that is information two, we are saying it's reached a deposit of 2,190 rands received on 25 November for sales was entered in the cash receipts total is 2,910. So we also have to take note that the cash receipts journal, the cash receipts journal entries are supposed to also to be noted there as we try to correct them. So what we are saying is in the bank account in the ledger, this is our ledger. We're going to see that all the entries in the cash receipt will now come on the debit side of our bank account in the ledger. All entries of the cash payments will now comes on the credit side. So let's take note of that. So we can go back to our era that transpired. So we are saying a deposit of 2,190 received on 25 November for sales was entered in cash receipt journal as 2,910. So cash receipt journal is on the debit side. It means we entered a bigger figure than what was supposed to be entered. The correct figure is 2,190, but it was entered as 2,910 on the debit side. So what does it mean? It means we have to cancel that amount. We have to cancel that amount which was overstated. So it was overstated. So we can just calculate to see it was overstated by how much. We need to say 2,910, and then we subtract 2,190. Then we do that. Let's try to see what we get if you calculate it like that. That we are saying 2,910. Then we subtract your 2,190. Obviously, now we are going to get to 720. So we are saying answer that we have here is 720. So it means we have got a greater figure on the debit side of the bank account with 720. So to remove it, we go to the credit side and put our 720 so that we can cancel what is on the debit side. So we are going to go to the updated bank account and then enter that. Because we are here now, remember the dates, and this is happening at the end of the period, so we are saying 31 here is our date. And then on details, remember these are sales, so we are just going to say sales, and then we summarize the working in brackets. In terms of we are saying 2,000, 2,190. Here we say 2,190, and then we subtracted our 2,910. 1,910. Obviously, we're going to get a negative, but we're going to put it as a positive there. It's going to be 720. So if you subtract the two, you get your 720. So this is the correction that we are making in terms of updating this ledger of bank account. So we go back there to see what we have next in the question. So if you go to the next adjustment that we have, that is number 3, a data T Rhino transferred 1,000 directly into the bank account of Sahara Traders in settlement of his account of 1,100. So what is important, we are not concerned about the actual amount that was supposed to be paid, but we are concerned about the amount that was transferred is 1,000. So remember, this is a direct credit. So it doesn't appear in our bank account. We can only get to know about this transaction when we get out of the bank statement. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to update our case book by putting this 1,000, which was directed deposited into the bank account without our knowledge. So when it was entered, when it was transferred into the bank account, it was on the credit side of the bank statement. So we are supposed to put it on the debit side. Remember, we said what is on the credit side of the bank statement should be the same as what we have on the debit side of the bank account. So we're going to put 1,000 on our debit side of our bank account. So we go there and just put that 1,000 on the debit side. So we are here, we are now saying this is our data control of T Rhino. So we can say, just say T Rhino. We've got a 1,000 that we have to put on the debit side. So this is what we have. Then we go to the next transaction to see what we have. We come here again on the next transaction. We are now on transaction 4. So we can just try to see how this adjustment is affecting our bank account. Then we go to item 4 saying the annual insurance premium expected on owner's personal vehicle was paid by means of a debit order 1,400. So we have to take note that 4 debit orders will be appearing on the bank statement, but in the bank account we have to update it at the end of the period because they are effected at the bank without our knowledge. We can only get to know about the debit order when we get out of the bank statement at the end of the period, like in this instance. So the debit order will be debited on the bank statement, but in our bank account it has to be credited. So this 1,440, we are supposed to put it on the credit side of the bank account. So we're going to the our bank account and then put on the credit side is our Remember, if you go back, let's just try to go back again and try to see what type of a transaction was it. So if you come here, you see that the description that we are given here, they are saying it was a premium respect of owners personal vehicle. So whenever we see any expense that has to do with personal expenses, it has to be our drawings. So these are our drawings. So on the description, we need to write them as drawings. So come here, we are saying drawings. We put 1,440. So this is what we have, and then we can go back again to see what we have next. So we are now going to item 5, saying bank charges totaling 80 rand and interest charge on debit balance of 60 rand paid only on the bank statement. So I remember bank charges, they are charged at the bank, so we can only get to know them when we get out of the bank statement and get out of the bill. So bank charges are a deduction on our bank statement, so it don't debit side of our bank statement. So in our bank account, it should appear on the credit side. So we have to put on the credit side and bank charges 80 rands, and also we have got interest charges for the debit balance. When it's a debit balance on the bank statement, it means this is a bank overdraft. So what we are going to do is we are going to adjust again, update our cash, our bank account by putting on the credit side again our interest on overdraft. And then we put separately again our bank charges, 80 rands. So interest we put 60 rands. So this is what we have. So we're going to go to the credit side. So we go here on the bank account and just put those missing amounts. So we go to the credit side. We are saying we've got bank charges. Our bank charges, we have got 80. And also we've got interest on overdraft. We can just say interest on overdraft. And then the interest on overdraft that we have is 60. And then we go back again to check what else do we have, put into the next transaction. So we are here on the next transaction. So item 6. Let's try to see the details of item 6. So item 6 is an EFT of for 5,820 made to pay for trading stock purchased appeared as 5,280 in the Revenue Journal. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the people collected they got it the amount. So what we are saying is there was an EFT for 5,820, which was a payment for trading stock. So means it was 5,820, but it was entered as 5,280. We know that if it's a payment, it will be on the credit side of the bank account or under the cash payment journal. So we entered a smaller figure. So we need to enter the difference again on the credit side so that it goes back to 5,820 is the correct figure. So we're saying 5,820 minus 5,280. And we see that we calculate it there. Let's try to calculate it and see what we get. 5,820, 5,280. It get 540. So we've got 540 that we have here. And we need to put again on the credit side of the bank account so that this 5,280 goes to correct figure of 5,820. So we go on the credit side and we're saying this is trading stock. So we go on the credit side. We are saying trading stock. Then the amount that we have is 540. So we go back again to check if we've got any other adjustment that we need to be done. So you see that this is the last item that we have on this page. So you can go to the next page to try to see. Next page saying a deposit of 4,190 made by SCTA for the office space events from South Africa was reported in the bank statement as 4,190. The amount was correctly entered in cash receipt. So if the amount is correct in the journal, it means it's not going to affect the banks. It's not going to affect the bank account because cash receipt journal is part of our bank account on the debit side. So it means our bank account is correct, but what is wrong with our bank statement? So this error is going to affect bank reconciliation. So we can leave it, then go to the next one. The bank is equal to debit Sahara Traders account with interest of 7,000 rands instead of 700. The bank is the one which made the error. So in error, if an error has been made in the bank, it means it's going to affect the bank statement only. It doesn't affect our journals. So this one also is going to affect bank reconciliation. So any error that is on the bank statement will affect the reconciliation. Any reconciliation again, then for the last one, following information on the of content one page journal did not appear on the bank statement. See, this is an error again on bank statement. We've got some outstanding amounts that are not entered on the bank statement that we need to update that bank statement. So this also is going to affect our bank reconciliation. So it means we finished what is affecting our bank account. We can come here and just try to balance it. So if you come here, see that yet at the credit side is obviously going to be the data side there. And if you edit, you see that the total that you get on credit side is 12,068. Try to get 12,068 as the correct figure. So we say 12,068. This also be on the side is 12,068. And then we now say 12,068 minus this 1,000 so that we can get the balance here, which is going to be 11,068. So we say 11,068 as the balance. It is going to be our balance. Obviously, this is our balance CD, which is obviously going to come here as our balance BT. So we put 11,068. So this indicates also the bank overdraft. Remember, this is our balance BT is on credit side, which means it's a credit balance on the bank account, which represents a bank overdraft. So it's an unfavorable bank balance. So we go down to see now what the next part of the question whereby we are going to prepare our bank reconciliation. So come here, this is our bank reconciliation. So obviously we are going to start again with the balance as per bank statement. So we come here, try to see the question, the beginning of the question, we are given the balance, open balance of the bank statement. So this is the balance that we start with the reconciliation. So we are now here saying the bank account in general ledger showed an unfavorable balance of 9,220, whereas the bank statement showed an unfavorable balance of 16,768. That's what takes November 2021. So this is the balance that we are going to start with for the bank reconciliation. Then it's unfavorable. Unfavorable balance of the bank statement should be what the debit side of the bank statement. So we are coming here and put it as an open balance. Balance as the bank statement, we are saying it's unfavorable. So it's going to come on the debit side is 16,768. This is what we have as our opening. Is our opening balance. So obviously now we go and see what to behave after that. So we have got a deposit. We see that all these entries were affecting bank account. So bank reconciliation, the one that affected bank reconciliation, we've already indicated that we've got this 7, 8, and 9. So this one is saying a deposit of 2,190 by this SITA for the box space events from Sahara Traders was recorded on the bank statement as 4,290. The amount was recorded to the cash system. So what does it say? The deposit was 4,000 for 4,193. This is the correct figure. This represents the correct figure. And then when it was recorded in the bank statement, it was recorded as 4,290. So what it means is it was recorded as a big figure. Remember, this is a deposit, so it's supposed to go to the credit side of the bank statement. Remember, whenever money is getting into a bank account, it's credited on the bank statement. But when it's going out of the bank account, it's debited on the bank statement. So in this case, it's a deposit. It is money getting into the account, so we are supposed to credit it. 4,190, but was credited with 4,290, the bigger figure. So you have to cancel the difference of that to go back to 4,190. By canceling, we go to the debit side. So we are saying 4,290 minus 4,190. Subject to your indication address, which you are supposed to put on the debit side is our amount wrongly credited. Amount wrongly credited. So we come here, going to make a reconciliation, saying amount only credited. Having an amount of 100 and we need to cancel, so we're putting 100 on the debit side. So go back again to see what we have next. Now we're saying the debt is equally to debit Saracen as account with interest of 7,000 instead of 700. See, we correct figure 700 and the debit is 7,000. So to cancel off the big amount that was put there, that was overstated, we need to see the difference and then we go to the opposite to get that. So we're saying 7,000 and a 700. And if you do that, you're going to get a 6,300. So 6,300, this bigger figure is on the debit side. So to calculate, go to the credit side and put 6,300. So we go there. And on the description, we are going to say it's an amount look wrongly tempted. So here we are saying amount the amount that we have is 6,300. So putting on 6,300 would be let's say. So go again, check what we have next, which is the following information in the November 2020 journals not appear on the next. So there's a deposit that was made, which is not yet appearing on the bank statement, but we assume this deposit is along the way. It's going to reach the bank. So we are going to update our bank statement and put our deposit of 6,000. And this, by depositing, remember we put it on the credit side. So we are going to have an outstanding deposit of 6,000 that we put on the credit side of the bank reconciliation. And then EFT 333 for 6,500 payment for creditor. WW stores. So we have got a payment that we made whenever we're making a payment on the bank statement, we're supposed to debit because it's money going out of business. So I will debit the bank statement is 6,000 after month. So we're going to bring a consideration debit or 6,000 after month. So I'm just going to enter that. We are going to put our 6,000 on the credit, then 6,000 on the debit. So we are saying our 6,000, we are saying outstanding deposit. But 6,000 on credit side. Then we also have another amount that we have to enter there. Just go to right there back, see. And we got also an EFT with 6,500. So we are saying EFT and 333 on the debit side. Then the amount that we have is 6,500. This is what we have. This is what we have. So we can, with this, we can try to see if we can balance it. So obviously, you're supposed to get the total of debit, put it aside, and then get the total of credit, put it aside, then you compare which one is bigger total. Bigger total is supposed to come in between double lines. So what we are saying is get the total of debit and credit. You see that the total of debit is going to be the greater total, which is an amount of 23,368. So we're saying 23,000. Data total, which is on the debit, and it's going to appear both sides. And then we say the greater total minus what we have on credit. So the total of credit, there we're saying 23,000, 20,368 minus the total of credit, which we're saying 6,300 plus 6,000, you're going to get your 12,300. So minus 12,300. Calculate it as such that you are going to get 11,000, 11,068. 11,000, and let's try to see. 11,068. We can just try to maybe calculate it. Here you're saying 23,600 20,368. So here we put 368, then we multiply it 4,300. So let's say 20,368, we multiply it 4,000. Going to get to 11,068. So it is going to come. Remember, the balance will come on the side with the lesser total. We are seeing that the lesser total is on the credit side. So we don't put our balance here is 11,068. And this is going to be the balance that we have on the bank account. So it's going to be the on the bank account is a credit balance. It's a credit balance because in this case our BT is going to be on the debit side. So it's going to be a debit balance of bank and conciliation. But on the bank account to be a credit side. So we come back to our bank account. Just check what again 11,068. Remember this balances should be the same. So this is a credit balance which we are having with the bank account. So here we're just going to give that description that is the credit balance of the bank account. So we are saying here credit balance is the bank account. So remember, balance that you're going to get to make a consolidation should be the same with the balance that you have got for the updated case. Say you've done it correctly, you reconcile it correctly. So our 11,000 on the bank statement is the same balance that we got in the updated case for 11,068. So it means we have collected our bank reconciliation or constructed our bank reconciliation correctly. So this is what we've done for the video. Those who have subscribed and say we're still coming more videos. This video I'm sending out.